True to form, the station master argued in a half-hearted manner with the train driver about punctuality. I exchanged glances with the arrivals monitor, a dazzlingly unpleasant yellow named Bunty McMustard. She was a few years older than me, had a small nose, much akin to a button of understated ordinariness, and insisted on wearing the standard casual girl's number 16, which was less of a dress and more of a bell tent. No one else wore one, not even ironically.
"None of your nonsense as we greet the visitors, Russett," she growled. "The council told me to report any infractions with extreme prejudice."
"You mean you get to exaggerate any potential misdemeanour?"
"In one. So watch it."
She meant it, too. Yellows took their enforcement duties as a square-eel takes to split pins and washers. Anything I could be demerited for, she'd get a cut. A yellow who had amassed a large amount of merits had most likely done so not by worthy civil duty, but by snitching. "You do your thing," I said, "and I'll do mine." "Is your bow straight?" Bunty quickly looked at her reflection in the train window. Her regulation-sized hair adornment was, of course, regulation straight. Yellows often used protractors on the hair bows of girls they considered sub-optimally attired, and if there was beyond 3 degrees plus or minus, it was 5 demerits. Tie knots for boys were the same, but type of knot, neatness, and overly artistic interpretation added to the potential demerits. Woe betide anyone with an untucked shirt, poorly executed creases, or socks not fully pulled up.
"My bow is perfect,"
she said, shooting me an annoyed glance.
"As always. And you're wrong, as always. The sooner you are removed from this village, the better it will be for the rest of us."
"Did you ever think of starting up your very own charm school, Bunce?"
"There is no such thing as a charm school, Mr. Russett, so your comment is as banal as it is pointless, and don't call me Bunce. That is reserved only for my closest and dearest friends."
"So no one ever uses it, right?" Now that we had needled one another to our satisfaction, we stepped forward to greet the passengers. The first to alight were a troop of travelling players, all of whom wore orange spot badges on the lapels or blouses of their regulation travel casual number 6s. They were lively and irreverent, as players generally were, and I welcomed them to East Carmine while Bunty copied down their names and details onto the arrivals manifest. Quite why, no one knew. The manifests were diligently logged, filed, then recycled into blank arrivals manifest forms 8 years later. The rules demanded it. The rules demanded a lot. "We welcome your welcome and give thanks for your thanks," said the leader of the troop, making a dramatic flourish to me, Bunty, then in the direction of the grey porters. "We are the Tangerine Players, and the Tangerine Players are us, famed all over Chromatacia for our bravado and spectrally compliant performances. A laugh, a tear, a smile. And after observing our lively frolics, your resolve at the strength, brilliance, and indivisible oneness of the chromatic harmony will be forever cemented. Apart we are together, but only together can we properly embrace that apartness."
"Well spoken,"
said Bunty, who was always eager to praise those who exhibited an unwavering support of the colourtocracy. "Thank you," said the troop leader, eyeing Bunty's yellow spot badge and the 5,000 merit badge underneath. It told her Bunty was foremost a yellow, and secondly, quite good at it. As the enforcers of the rules, yellows were universally loathed within the collective. Some said it was a coincidence, but accidental face-down drownings in swamps were 3 times more likely if you were a yellow. The troop leader stared at me for a moment, then said, "Haven't we met before?" I knew instantly who she was, as I rarely, if ever, forget an interesting nose, small and snub, like a child's. It was as though her nose had ceased development at age 9, and her adult body had simply grown up around it. "Jade under lime," I said, 3 years ago. I had helped set up the stage and had been allocated the job of prop master. Stage hands were always picked from the village to assist, along with any bit parts, usually from the Amateur Dramatic Society. My good friend Fenton had a walk-on part with 2 lines and told everyone who would listen he was going to be an actor, but without any yellow in his vision, he was not going to be an orange.